Hey, it's that Colonel! Execute plan and shoot that chick in the head!
Hello, Jack.
Finally, in a year of disappointing, overhyped games, Borderlands is a breath of fresh air, and that air carries the fragrance of sweet, sweet guns. Oh, the gun. Oh, there's so much dust on that thing. Oh, my eyes.
Borderlands the pre-sequel takes place between the events of Borderlands 1 and 2. You play as one of 4 Vault Hunters Jack has summoned to rescue Pandora's moon, Elpis, from a crazy zealot named Zarpedon. As you fight alongside Jack to retake the moon, you'll witness his morality begin to crumble, and him become the villain that we know him to be in Borderlands 2. You'll also witness characters you once thought were heroes acting like villains. Borderlands' story is hilarious and silly, yet it's also quite dark and evocative. I finished each mission exhausted because of all the laughing and jaw-dropping plot twists. They seriously effed with my emotions.
So I became a fan of Borderlands after Borderlands 2. I played a little bit of Borderlands 1, was not impressed with it. The story was a little bit lacking. There were some great elements, but it needed a lot of improvement. Then in Borderlands 2, they made those improvements. They brought back all the things that I loved in Borderlands 1, and they made the story incredible. And most of all, they added a character named Handsome Jack. He is one of my favorite villains. He's so entertaining. He's one of those characters that you just love to hate. And the brilliant thing about Borderlands, the pre-sequel, is that you spend so much time with Jack. And when it comes to lovable characters like this, you can't put a price tag on him. Yes, you can put a price tag on him. It was $60. Handsome Jack is funny, he's entertaining, and I got to fight with him. Yes! I just can't stop smiling. This is awesome.
Kind of fun.
It's fucking awesome. Me and Jack are bros. I had so many fangirl moments where I was rewarded for loving Borderlands 2, but I think that people could come in and enjoy this story if you haven't played Borderlands 2, and then hopefully you'll play Borderlands 2 after the fact. Also, your playable characters are given more dialogue in this game. You actually talk back and forth with Jack and the other characters that you interact with. That's something that didn't happen in Borderlands 2. We only heard a couple of things from our characters.
Your ex sent me. He needs your help. And better taste, apparently.
Nice to meet you, too.
Borderlands is just a really diverse world, too. I feel like there are more gay characters in this game than any other game I've ever played. There are gay characters, like, left and right, and I love it. It's great, and I love that, like, the gay characters are just, like, really casually gay. It's not like, hey everyone, I'm fabulous! I do that sometimes, I'm not gonna lie. I wake up every morning and I say, everyone, I'm fabulous. No, I don't, but sometimes I want to.
That sounds like it hurts. Just want to leave, you jerk asses.
Borderlands is a first-person shooter / XP grind. You have 4 characters to choose from, and the characters that you pick will change gameplay dramatically. Each character has their own skill tree for you to level up and a special ability. This game also brings back the black market and badass perks as extra ways to level up in the game. I played as Nisha the Lawbringer. She has a special ability called the Showdown, which is a pretty sweet ability. And gain increased gun damage, fire rate, reload speed, accuracy, and bullet speed with all gun types, motherfucker. There's also Athena the Gladiator, who is the narrator of the game. She plays the biggest role in the story. Athena's ability is basically a shield that absorbs any damage and reflects it back on enemies, which is pretty damn sweet. You can also throw the shield for extra damage. And one character that I believe most people are the most excited about is Claptrap. He has this ability called Vault Hunter EXE. Claptrap's special ability allows him to scan a boss and replicate their abilities. This is a really amazing perk. You can also play as Wilhelm the Enforcer. He has 2 turrets called Wolf and Saint, and is a lot like the Commando from Borderlands 2. Now, this game is a lot more satisfying on multiplayer mode. It's incredibly difficult to fight some of these bosses by yourself, and you may not enjoy this game as much as if you play it by yourself.
So Borderlands is an XP grind. You shoot stuff, you get loot, you shoot stuff, you get loot, you level up with the XP that you gained from shooting stuff, and you do it all over again. And I did that for 28 levels. And even though that should be boring like some other XP grinds that have come out this year, Destiny, it's not, because unlike other games that came out this year, Destiny, it has a great story that makes it fun when you're doing this XP grinding. There is hilarious banter that's going on between you and other non-playable characters in the game. Also, the multiplayer is really satisfying, fun. You get to team up with your friends. You can experience the perks of Claptrap special abilities and other character special abilities. The non-playable characters are very funny and entertaining, and the side missions are a lot of fun too, which is really surprising because it is rare for a game to have fun side missions. Most of the time, side missions in games is just something you bear with just because you want to level up. It's something that's boring, it's something that's repetitive, but not with Borderlands.
I have self-worth. Error. Unit has become self-aware. Erase preceding memory chunk. Where am I? I feel sad for some reason. Hooray!
The guns are all unique. There are billions of guns. They're all unique and you get to explore and discover them, and it is so satisfying. However, there are some downsides. The vehicles suck. The Scorpion, they added the Scorpion, which is great, but the other vehicle sucks. It's annoying. I would rather just walk a million miles than take that stupid vehicle. I can't tell you how many times I fell into lava and killed myself. Me and everyone that I was playing with complained that the vehicle sucked. And also another thing that we kept complaining about was how confusing some of these areas were. There's about 2 areas that the maps were just like a maze. They were confusing as hell, and the fast travel, you can only fast travel to 1 or 2 locations in every map, which is really frustrating, and I think they just need to fix that in the next game. But other than that, those things were just minor things that me and the people I was playing with just laughed about. And there were a couple glitches, but nothing game-breaking, nothing Bethesda-worthy. So the environment of this game definitely has more of a spacey vibe. You're on a moon, you're not on Pandora. You're on the moon of Pandora, and because of that you have zero-G. Even though the Borderlands franchise has always taken place in space, they've never really use that environment. This definitely captured that. It had more of a sci-fi feel. The music was amazing. The soundtrack makes me think that if Mass Effect 1 soundtrack and Borderlands 2 soundtrack made a baby, it would sound like this. And it is a beautiful baby. And I love it.
And what did you find? Violence, insanity, and a hero.
So, for those of you who aren't familiar with my reviews, I don't rate my games on a scale from 1 to 10. I started these reviews when I was in college, and therefore it was really expensive for me to purchase a game at the original $60 price. Therefore, I was always broke when I reviewed games. So I reviewed games based on whether or not they were worth starving over, because I would have to live on a ramen diet for a week just to play the games that I bought. And so, keeping true to that college game rating system, I continue to rate my games on a ramen-worthy game point system. So, is Borderlands the pre-sequel? Is it worth the price that I paid for it? I don't know what this accent is. I'd say yes. It was worth it. I'm glad I got it, and I enjoy it, and I'm gonna play it again. I think I'm gonna play as Claptrap this time. I liked it. I'm probably just gonna get a season pass, which is gonna make the game more like $75. Wait, I can't do math. What's $25 plus 60? I don't want to do it. I'm not gonna think about it. I'm not gonna think about math. I'm not gonna sully this review with math. I think you should sell your copy of Destiny or whatever disappointing game that you are crying over right now, because there are so many this year, and just buy this game and yeah, and be happy and play multiplayer with your friends and laugh off those sad moments that you spent playing whatever disappointing game that you bought this year. So many. I can't wait for the Telltale Games Borderlands. It's gonna be great. Check out the trailer for that. It looks amazing, and I'm super stoked for that. Definitely gonna be playing it, definitely gonna be doing a review on it. And yeah, let me know what you all thought about Borderlands in the comment section if you played it, or what you're playing right now, if you're playing some more XP grind games. Let me know, are there some games that you've played this year that just aren't disappointing, that I haven't played yet, that I need to give a try? Let me know, and I should go. Why does the lighting always turn blue? I didn't brush my hair today, fuck it. It was really wet, Aussies, because as you can tell by my shit impression, Aussie accents are really fucking hard to imitate. And I'm quite excited to be reading Dragon Age Inquisition today. I admit I am not familiar with the work, but I'm quite excited to be reading something